everyone, welcome back to another reading vlog. It is about 9 o'clock on April 23rd, and I'll start this off by talking about a book I just finished. So I finished Nine Perfect Strangers by Liane Moriarty. I have to say I was super disappointed in this book, but first let me tell you what it's about in case you might be interested in it. So in this book, we follow multiple perspectives. These 9 characters go to a health retreat where they leave behind their phones, their electronic, their wine.
No, thank you.
Chocolate. They get nothing that brings joy to life. So essentially they're there to either lose weight or find their higher purpose or just find some clarity within themselves. In this bunch, we have a married couple who's having marital problems. We have Francis, who's an author. We have a family of 3. We have a newly divorcee. So there's definitely a variety of characters within the 9 people that go to this retreat. One of the perspectives is also Masha, who is the director of this retreat. So they go to this retreat kind of fully willing to submit to anything the retreat tells them because they're supposed to be the experts. And we go through this journey of them starting to piece together things that are just not sitting right with them. That's all I'll say, so I don't spoil anything else, but I did give this book 2.5 stars out of 5 stars, and I'm debating knocking it down to 2. As I said in my last vlog, Liane Moriarty is one of my favorite authors. I've read, Truly Madly Guilty, The Husband's Secret, What Alice Forgot, and I've loved all of those books. This one just really fell flat for me. It was really hard, especially in the first 100 pages, to keep track of all the perspectives you're being thrown at. I think when you go into a story and there's already more than 3 perspectives, that's a lot of work for the reader to kind of keep up and, categorize these characters and try to familiarize yourself with them while also trying to also feel a connection to them. It was just, my whole family is home today too, so you're gonna hear the chaos in the background. Unfortunately, this just was not the book for me. I did see other people giving it 5 stars and they seemed to really enjoy it. Wasn't my favorite of hers. But that being said, I do have a new Liane Moriarty book that I picked up, so I'm not writing her off as an author. She has plenty of books. There was bound to be one that just wasn't it for me. Next, I'm just going to show you a few books that I got at our free library here in town. The first one is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I think everyone knows the story. I don't need to talk about what it's about. This one is like that hardcover. It reminds me of the books we used to get in like high school. So I picked this up so I can read the story. Duh, why else would you pick it up? The next 2 books are romance books. The first one is Party of 2 by Jasmine Guillory. And then the other romance book I picked up is Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein. As I said, I did pick up another Liane Moriarty book, and that one is 3 Wishes. I haven't heard of this one, but I'm obviously willing to give it a try. Next, let me go ahead and talk about what my reading plans are for the weekend. So yes, I'm still making my way through Dune with my friend Erin on Bookstagram. Last night we got up to page 98, and I will say those first 100 pages definitely are a lot to trudge through. There's a lot of information being thrown at you, but I can confidently say that I'm in a place where I'm feeling more comfortable and understanding of what actually is going on. That being said though, I do want another book to interspersely pick up with Dune, just so I don't feel too overwhelmed with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up On the Come Up again. A few reading vlogs back, I had started this and then realized I had another book that I needed to read, so I put it down. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick it up while I'm reading Dune to kind of balance out the weight that Dune brings. And then since Nine Perfect Strangers was my audiobook and I obviously finished it, I looked on Libby to see what else they had available, and they actually have a book that I had on my TBR cart, and that is Never Have I Ever by Jocelyn Jackson. I will definitely update you a little more once I actually start the story and get a grip for what it's about. All right, that is enough talking from me. Aria is gonna go take a nice nap because she's cranky, and we're actually, oh, there's Quinn. And we're actually heading down to the beach today to meet my best friend Aiden for a nice walk. So I'll definitely include some clips of us down at the beach, but until then, I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, we're gonna go now. everyone. It's Sunday and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this reading vlog. But first, I have a few things I want to talk about. So obviously you can see these balloons behind me. I actually hit 2,000 followers on Instagram yesterday. And so we figured it was worth a little celebration. Funny story about these balloons. My husband went to the store to go get them for me. And I told him to just get a 2 and a K. And they ended up not having a K. Like they had every other letter but K. Besides the point. He ended up getting obviously 2,000. He got up to the register, they blew it up, and then they're like, $60, please.
$60?
Now, fun fact about me, I actually used to work at Party City. That was my first like retail corporate job. Back when I started, these were like maybe $3 a piece, maybe. And now they're 15. That's expensive. Besides the point, still worth, obviously, the celebration. So let me wrap up this reading vlog with a very, very, very small book haul, and then I'll give you updates on the books that I've been reading throughout the weekend. So for my book haul, I just picked up 2 books. The first one is Dancing with the Octopus by Deborah Harding. So for this one, I was browsing the true crime section at Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago, and I saw this one and I read the synopsis and it was super interesting, but I decided not to get it. I mean, this was $27, so she was pricey. I went back yesterday and I just decided to pick it up because I haven't stopped thinking about it. And that usually tells me that I should just get the book. So this one, just based on the synopsis, it is a true crime memoir. Deborah was abducted from her church parking lot, I believe. I don't know if it states how old she is now, but she was thrown into a van, assaulted, held for ransom, and then left to die in an ice storm. And she obviously ended up surviving. So this details that experience as well as her and her family coping and trying to get through this weird time and not knowing really how to acclimate and deal with the trauma that she went through. Excited's not the right word, but I am looking forward to hearing the story. And then the other one I picked up is one that I saw Haley and Bookland talking about. And if you know me, you know Hercules is my favorite Disney movie of all time. The Muses, yes please. I have that soundtrack on repeat all the time. I picked up Go the Distance by Jen Kalanita. This is one of those twisted tales. So they take a Disney story and they obviously twist it and tell it a different way. So this one, it just says, what if Meg had to become a Greek god instead of obviously Hercules? I am so excited for this one. Anything Hercules, sign me up. Don't know when I'll get to this. As you know, I picked up way too many books lately, more than I usually ever pick up, but I feel like I just keep seeing all these covers and I just want them. I get this ridiculous fear, like if I don't get it, it's gonna go out of print and then I'll never get it, which most of the time is not the case. So I need to stop using that as an excuse to pick up books. I might move this really high up on my TBR pile just so I can enjoy it sooner. All right, now that we've talked about the books that I bought, let me just update you on the ones I've been reading. So I don't have it in front of me, it's upstairs and I'm just too lazy. Dune. I got up to page 148 yesterday. I'm going to carve out some time to keep reading today. Listen, the story itself is fascinating. The politics, the biology, just all of that into one is really fascinating. But I will absolutely admit this book is not for everybody. This is a book you absolutely have to use your brain to read. And I know some people choose books that don't use your brain. They just want to be able to just go through a story without thinking about it. And I completely understand that too. Once again, I know this is not for everybody. This is definitely dense, political, war heavy. There's a lot going on. I am enjoying it. It is just taking me a lot longer to get through it because, as I said, it does require some brain power. So this book, we follow Amy, who's just, living an ordinary life. She's a wife, she's a mother. During one night at book club, this woman, Angelica comes in and she starts egging the other participants of book club to pay Never Have I Ever. I think we've all read a story like this where our narrator clearly has a big secret that she's hiding, and essentially Angelica's kind of coming in and it seems like Angelica's trying to get her to unravel this deep, dark secret that she's been keeping. You know the story, you know the plot, so I don't think I need to talk forever about this. All right, so that's what I've been reading, that's what I've bought, that's what I've been celebrating. I'm gonna go ahead. It's a super, super, super rainy day here in Connecticut. We just got Aria down for a nap, and I think Charlie and I are gonna play some video games and just hang out and enjoy each other. I will see you guys in my next reading vlog. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it here on the screen and I'll put it down below, as well as make sure you follow me on Goodreads, because then you can see real time what I'm reading, what I finished, what I've picked up, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and I will see you in my next video.